Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless reading for the collective. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Information to book a personal reading can be found below in the description box. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Underneath the Ten of Cups is a tower, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess. I took a deep sigh. I feel like something here is ending and you've learned a major lesson, or someone else has. This is a major clearing of some type of karmic debt, or the closing of some type of timeline here. With the Ten of Cups and the Tower, there could be some type of major epiphany or revelation. Something that's coming up about your family. This could be the destruction of, let's say, some type of generational pattern, or in some cases even like a curse, where there's just been maybe poverty, instability, juggling, kind of being like in between worlds in some way. You have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So 10-10 is here with the Two of Pentacles. This is like being, like I keep hearing, in between worlds, but you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is about two people as well. I feel like two people here are going through some type of spiritual like reckoning. The Page of Wands is like taking action. It could be exciting news. It's the pursuit of happiness, something new. And the Page of Pentacles is a stable offer, an opportunity. Some of you are coming out of a situation where maybe you had a family, a long-term partnership, or maybe you're separating from your family and you're going towards this Ten of Cups. But you have to like stop with this battle here. The High Priestess is here. Your intuition is telling you that there is something that you have to do, something that you have to leave behind or cut off. I also feel like this has a lot to do with your spiritual purpose, your calling in life as well. Some of you, it's like being called into something really big when, as it relates to your family, but there's this big sacrifice that you have to make. It's like you have to make a sacrifice to heal something in your family, and also to create something new in your family. I don't know, family is really being highlighted here. And the High Priestess with the Five of Cups is the knowledge that you have about something. It is painful. It is an ending, but it was something was required. Some type of difficult situation, a hardship, something painful. It was required for you to go through this in order to truly know and understand your purpose. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is here with the Strength card and the Eight of Pentacles. I said the Eight of Pentacles. I meant the Ace of Pentacles. But the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you have, I'm getting this, you have an opportunity to get something right. After going through a very painful situation, experience, or journey, you actually have an opportunity to get something right. The Seven of Pentacles. So you could have been on some type of karmic cycle for the last 7 or 8 years, but it was preparing you for this Ace of Pentacles energy. It was all preparation. Definitely was a lot of delays, like delays and some destruction here. There's been a lot of losses. This was all required though. Like I said, yeah, for justice. Justice is here with the High Priestess. And there's the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And the Judgment card here. Someone has awakened. The Emperor, the Judgment, and the Ten of Wands here. The Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. Somebody is now answering the call. Someone is awakening. This kind of feels, as I said, for some of you, there is the ending of like a contract For some of you, it could be a relationship, it could be a marriage. You're awakening to something, you're awakening to your power, like these leadership qualities or abilities, or is someone else in your energy that is awakening, because the 10 of Wands is here with the 4 of Swords, the 6 of Cups. This is like putting some type of burden to rest. This is someone who's not giving up. They're healing, they're resting, they're retreating it. Yeah, see, here's the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Somebody now is making the decision. The Justice here and the King of Swords, someone has a mental clarity. They're making a decision to pursue their happiness here. The Knight of Pentacles here, the 6 of Swords. This is a plan. Someone is being very practical in their pursuit towards happiness here, towards this connection. Yeah, and the Hierophant. But I do feel that in order for this particular connection to come in, you could be stressing out over the fact that there is something else that you have to free yourself from, with the Fool here, the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups, the Chariot. Yeah. This is like you have to travel away from something. This is even like traveling in time. It's so funny because me and someone talked about this yesterday. It's like traveling back in time to fix the future. There was a reading that I did about 3 years ago where I was talking about something very similar about going back to the future. But it's like going back in time to fix something for the future. This is you going back to a person, a place, situation, job, tying up loose ends, fixing something so that you can move forward. This is breaking like a generational curse so that the next generation doesn't have to go. It's really big, whatever it is. It may not look like it is as important, but there's a very important decision here that has to be made in order to fix something moving forward. I'm hearing there's a book and there's a movie. It ends with us. It's something ends with you and perhaps another person. You could have like a counterpart, twin flame, soulmate, catalyst, but it's like it could even be a family member, but something is ending within this bloodline, or this bloodline, this generation, this lifetime. Something has to end, but it comes with a really big sacrifice. The 9 of Swords. Yeah, it's like you have to make this decision to free yourself. The 8 of Wands here, the 8 of Cups. Like you're moving forward, or I feel though that somebody is going to meet you where you are. Queen of Cups here and the 2 of Wands. Somebody's going to meet you exactly where you are. 5 of Wands. This causes some type of like competition or chaos. Yeah, the Ace of Cups here. This could be new love. 5 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles and the Devil. 2 of Cups and the Death. Yeah, it's some type of like third party. It's like a spiritual third party here. You're going towards something new, but there's still, it's like a contract that's still here from the past. It kind of keeps you stuck at a crossroads. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Devil. This is something that it's like in the family and the bloodline or something like that. There's a restriction here that you have to stand up for. Some of you, you're really trying to fight for a relationship here. The 2 of Cups, yeah, the Empress. Or someone is really, really trying to fight for you. I'm even hearing, yeah, the Death card here. Someone is fighting up against some type of entity or something in order to come towards you. But it's like you're fighting against this as well. It could be lust, it could be poverty, it could be greed, it could be so many different things. But it's something that, honestly, you've inherited something. And a lot of people are, have inherited like bloodline curses due to, the rebellion and other factors within your family, the decisions that those who came before you made. And it looks like somebody here is choosing to work through whatever this is. And it's difficult because, like with that 2 of Pentacles, you have to make a decision that you probably don't really want to make. But there's a lot riding on this decision. And I feel like you're mirroring someone else. Somebody else has to make a really tough decision. And this came out of maybe last week, where I said it's like you have to sacrifice something that you really love for your purpose. It's like somebody out here has to sacrifice a lover to go towards their purpose. Or someone may feel like in order to, it's like to have something that you're meant to have, there's just a sacrifice that has to be made. I don't know if it's something that's permanent for some of you. It could be something temporary, but there is a shift that has to happen, because there's a karmic balancing here, and we have the Death card. See, the King of Pentacles is here with the Ten of Pentacles. The Death card with the Seven of Wands. There's something binding or restrictive here, and you have to stand up to this in order to have a certain relationship and be the Empress. To manifest and create a relationship, the Hierophant, something that is aligned with your higher self, your destiny, with what God wants for you, next to the Lovers here, you have to stand up to this devil. It's something that is very tempting that you have to resist. You have to put an end to this, because it's something in your shadow or your subconscious mind, or whoever this person is actually blocking your divine union. Whether that's the divine union within yourself, or yeah, you're manifesting a union. Oh, this is so like heavy. You're manifesting a union, or someone is manifesting a union with you, but there is absolutely some type of stronghold here. It's almost like a bloodline entity, or you could have an ex or something like that does not want to let you go. And I feel like whatever this is, you don't want to let it go either, but you don't really have a choice. I mean, you have a choice, but there's like a job, a friendship, or relationship, or something. It keeps you tethered to a I almost said to a bloodline. Some of you, your family is a problem. You being connected to your family in some way is blocking you, because your family is connected to something that's actually working against you. For some of you, it's a connection with someone, and maybe it's because of your family or their family. It could be all of the above. Take it how it resonates, but there's a clear blockage here. It's like you're right at the crossroads, and your intuition is telling you that you have to make a decision here with the High Priestess and the Justice, because the Two of Pentacles is here. This is saying the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. You could be trying to juggle or find a way to balance a situation out that has already led to a painful ending, or it's going to lead to a painful ending. It feels like you're being saved from yet another failed situation. You're being saved from going towards another karmic cycle or relationship. The Hermit, this is like Spirit saying, look closely at your life or this other person's life or this situation, and see how this is going to cause a lot of chaos or conflict. This could be Spirit saying, look over your own past, look at your family, and see like there's a pattern here. There's 100% a pattern here. And it always leads to some type of painful ending. It always leads to the same. Yeah. And it's kind of like like don't go in that direction, because if you do, you're gonna like forfeit your own destiny. You're not going to break something. You're going to actually continue some type of cycle, and it's chaos, it's conflict. It's almost like for some of you, it's like a dark legacy of Jezebel that has been showing up in your family. If you choose a certain path or even a certain partner, you're gonna still be leading your family away from whatever you were meant to lead them towards something better. Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, yeah, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you got to see the truth about a situation. I just feel like it leads you down a pathway that's not aligned. I'm not saying that, and a lot of things in life, it can show up and be good, but it's not right. That's what this is here. Something I'm not saying it's not good. It definitely may make you feel good or what, but it's not right. And if you think about parents, grandparents, our lives, a lot of people, they give in to what feels good, but it's not right. It's not in alignment. And that's why the situations, they don't last, or they create a lot of problems for other people. This is about positioning yourself properly to avoid making the mistakes of your ancestors and to break the generational patterns and curses and stop doing the same thing. If you don't want the poverty in your family, if you don't want addictions, you have to make different decisions. And it looks like someone is being presented with something right now, and it's I don't want to just say it's like it's demonic, but it's a contract that could actually detour you from your own blessings. It doesn't seem like it's that bad right now, but it's going to take you off your path. It's like something is being presented to you that will require you like to sacrifice pretty much your higher self, your higher path, your destiny. Very tempting though. With that devil here, but it's like you have to block this temptation, whatever it is, you have to block that out. This could be, something with a family member. You could have a friend or a family member that is blocking your path. You could have a relationship is blocking your path. You could be in a job and it's not allowing you really to grow, to prosper, and to be abundant. It's something here is blocking your path. Or it will block your path. When the enemy comes in to destroy you, rob, steal, kill, and destroy, it always looks good. It says here, embrace. Wow. It says embrace soul transformation and accept your destiny. You have to accept your destiny here. And it's going to require you to awaken to your power and trust the lesson, not the pain. It says you weren't meant to stay hurt. The pain was the messenger. The wisdom is what you carry forward. So it's like you've already earned your stripes in a situation. This is a time for healing, not war. You can stop carrying whatever this pain is because you've already learned the lesson. And it says here, change your fate. Yeah, it says your story isn't fixed. It's unfolding with every choice you make. Claim your power and write a new ending. Yeah, you now can accept your destiny and change your fate. And you've learned enough from the pain. That's why the hermit is here. It's saying you've already learned, and many of you have been in a cycle of abandoning yourself in pursuit of some type of love that was very conditional. It's now time for you to awaken to your own power and embrace the fact that real love, it doesn't require you to abandon yourself. You should be able to align with your wholeness. If you have friends, family, lovers that are requiring you to show up as less than who you are or what you are, and they're trying to get you to deviate from your destiny, your plan, that's probably something that is not for you. And you could right now be trying to avoid whatever this is. And it's time to just make peace with the past. So allow yourself to process whatever this is. It says here, release suppressed emotions. But I feel like you also are releasing things, even like with your own ancestors, and preparing a path even for the next generation. But it's all in the decisions that you choose to make here. It really is asking, do you have the power? Will you step into your power to change your fate and accept your destiny? And the only way you're going to do that is if you don't abandon yourself. If you abandon yourself for another person or whatever this situation is, you're pretty much abandoning your own destiny, because it's something that you're being called to do. There's something or someone else is in a way going to call you away from. And it's going to lead to chaos and conflict. So you have to really step outside of your comfort zone. And I do feel like this is you and another person. Some of you, this is like a marriage that Honestly, it could be kind of karmic. And saying karmic isn't always a bad thing. It's just saying that at some point, some things you have to admit that it has run its course. It's time to face something that you've avoided. It's time to realize that maybe you've been in a situation where you are constantly putting something or someone else before yourself, and it is leading to a lot of unhappiness. And it's time to release this. In this new season of your life, you shouldn't be abandoning yourself. You're gonna have to but I feel like somebody is afraid of what's on the other side of choosing themselves. But this decision, it has to be made, because with the high priestess here, and I mean, I feel like there is, for some of you, there's a relationship that has ended, but I do sense that there is like a new connection or a new opportunity that you're manifesting. It's gonna be exactly, I was about to say it's gonna be exactly what you want. I don't know if it's gonna be exactly what you want, but it's gonna be exactly what you need. So in other words, that's kind of what it's like. You're giving up what you want so that you can finally have what you need. Yeah. It's some type of connection, family, friend, an idea, whatever it is. It seems like it's what you want, or what you thought you always wanted. But at this point, you may have to sacrifice that in order to actually have what you need. It's scary because, yeah, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And this is saying you have to step away from the pain. Take the wisdom and the lesson. But somebody is pretty much being forced to go on a new path. So I'm going to leave it here. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you are interested in booking a personal reading to dive deeper in a situation like this, my information can be found below in the description box. And remember to always go within so that you never go without. Bye.